Hello, today I will be explaining to you what are the different insertion options that exist in GPT for docs. So first of all, you need to launch it. So go to extensions, GPT for Sheets and Docs, and then launch. And so we have a variety of insert settings in the sidebar here. You can click on it and then you will see them. So we will go through them one by one. The first one is insert at cursor, which can act as in two different ways, depending on whether you have a selection to include in your prompt or not. So the first thing we will do is insert at cursor. So I will put my cursor at a random place, for example, here, and say hello. I will use a very simple prompt so that we get quick answers. So there you go. Hello, it's inserted at my cursor. If, however, I had used a selection, then basically there is no way I can click with my cursor. So now if I do it again, it will include below the selection, which I think makes sense. Okay. Now let's, so we've done this one, we've done this one, we've done this one, and now let's do insert at the end of the document. So for this, I need to select this option right here, insert at the end of the document, and then I will use again the same prompt, say hello, and there we go, end of the document. Now I want to talk about the highlight insertion checkbox. So this being checked is the reason why these insertions happen in light green, with a light green background. Sorry, I can easily remove the highlighting of all at the same time by clicking on clear highlighting. I could also do it manually via the formatting, via this one here. Let's say that I do it again, submit. Okay, I've got my hello here, so I can select everything and then say no background and everything's white now. So you can use any of them. And if you're unhappy with what you just did, you can always just undo. This is the good part about being in Google Docs, is everything can be undone or redone with Command Z or Command Y. So that's great. And now I also want to show you, so of course you can deactivate this feature, and if you do that, then your selection, I will say goodbye here, then the insertion will be made in, okay, it's here at the end of the document, so it will be made without a background. The problem with that is it can become, if there's a lot of text in your document and you're inserting in the middle of it and you're doing multiple insertions, it can become quite difficult to keep track of what was inserted where. So this is why the highlight insertion feature can be very useful. So I'll click on it again and then also make it back to insert at cursor. What you can do, another thing you can do is you can insert your prompt in the documents so that you know what you asked it to do. So for example here, it will basically take the text from that box, input it, and then put the response, the answer, below the prompt. So if it can be useful for you to keep track of what you're doing, that's another way on top of the background. And finally, so a little more advanced, is inserting an insert tag. So I'll unclick this, and I've basically, what an insert tag means is these little tags here, insert between brackets, and this can help you insert at a very specific place that you don't want to be mistaken on. So let's click submit again here, and there you go. The way insertions work, if your insert tag is in the middle of a sentence, it will add a new line, so it's very easy to just fix. You can do it manually this way. And the cool thing about insert tags too is that you can have several of them, and then it will fill them one by one. So you see goodbye, and then again, goodbye. Well, there you go. This was an overview of all the insert settings of our tool. I hope you appreciate them. I know it's not perfect yet, but please do not hesitate to comment what works, what doesn't for you. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.